Hey food friends, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be working with ground chicken today and I'll show you how to make ground chicken and stuffing patties. These patties are super fun to eat on their own or delicious paired with a meal like the Fiesta protein rice and beans dish that I'm also going to show you how to make using a lot of pantry ingredients. It's sure to fill your bellies and there will be plenty of servings and you will love all of the flavors that I pack into this dish. I'm using 1 pound of lean ground chicken that I had in my freezer. I'm just going to cut it in two. In this bowl, I have some stuffing left over from Thanksgiving, and it is about 2 cups. And this is cornbread stuffing. It's nicely seasoned. I'll also use 1 egg. Combine all your ingredients together and mix. My ground chicken and stuffing were both frozen, and I defrosted them before using them. Let's add some seasoning to make this taste better, and I'll go in with about half a teaspoon of garlic powder, some cracked black pepper, and a little bit of sea salt to taste. In a non-stick skillet on medium-high, add some olive oil. That's about 1.5 tablespoons, and when your oil is ready, add your ground chicken and stuffing mixture into little patties, and then let them cook for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, give these a flip so they can brown on all sides. Let cook for another 3 minutes, and these should start getting nice and firm, and you can test it by just pressing it with your spatula. That means they're almost cooked. So I just want to flip them again and make sure they're all browned. I cover these and let it cook for 2 more minutes so the steam could cook the outer parts of the patties. In total, these take about 10 minutes to cook, and I found a little piece hanging out here and I just wanted to try it. It tastes like a chicken meatloaf. Now remove these and let the paper towels absorb some oil from them. I'm randomly just making this recipe up and they're so cute. Let me cut into it and show you what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of the inside of a chicken nugget, and I think it's because this brand of frozen ground chicken is super minced. It tastes like chicken meatloaf, and it has festive flavors from the stuffing mixture. And of course, ketchup goes great with meatloaves. These would be great with gravy as well, but I'll save them for the meal. Now let's make our Fiesta protein rice and beans. I'm using the same skillet, and that way you don't have to wash it. Add 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil and the other half of your ground chicken mixture. Break it apart and let it brown on each sides. I'm using 1 small yellow pepper. You can use green or red, that's totally fine. Chop this and dice this while your chicken cooks. Once your chicken has some nice color on it, use a masher to just break it into fine pieces. Then add your chopped pepper. Dice half a yellow onion, and we'll add that in as well. Peppers and onion make meat taste so good. You could use ground pork, ground beef, ground lamb, ground turkey, and it would taste very similar because of these peppers and onions. Ground chicken is very lean, so I added a bit more olive oil just to keep the moisture going in this. Add some sea salt to taste and a generous amount of cracked black pepper. I'm going to be using some fresh garlic and 4 cloves to be precise. Chop your garlic and add it to your skillet. And just so you know, this is cooking on just above medium heat. Cover and cook for a couple minutes so the steam softens all the veggies. I will be using 1 can of kidney beans, which I will add later on. Time for our Fiesta flavors. I'm using chili powder, and I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon of chili powder. I'll also be using some cumin, and I'd like to add 1 teaspoon as well. And then I'm going to add some smoked paprika. I am generous with my spices because full flavor and bold flavor makes home cooking really enjoyable. This here would be an amazing taco filling. I add 1 tablespoon of frozen tomato paste. You can use fresh if you'd like. And just add about 1/4 cup of water and let this all melt and cook together. I also add 1/2 teaspoon of crushed chili flakes. Now this is optional. If you don't want it spicy, you can just add a sprinkle or none at all. Lastly, I add 1/4 teaspoon of dried oregano and just a pinch of dried thyme. These herbs with the spices is going to give this a fantastic flavor. Add 2 cups of washed white rice. I've washed and drained my red kidney beans, and it's about 1.5 cups. Sometimes I'll add this while the rice is cooking, but because it's so soft, I'm just going to add it at the end. Mix everything together. Add 2 tablespoons of salsa if you have it, but this is optional. I just have this that needs to be used up. Add 4 cups of water and bring this to a gentle boil. Taste and add any salt if you'd like to. I season as I go, so nothing is ever too salty. Cover with a lid and cook for 12 minutes. Most of the liquid is absorbed after 12 minutes, but I can tell it's not quite ready. White rice usually takes around 15 to 20 minutes depending on the brand. Cover and cook for another 5 minutes. Mix everything really well together, scooping from the bottom to get any bits that might have gotten caught at the bottom. I'm going to add my kidney beans in now and mix it all together, and then I'm just going to let this sit for about 5 minutes so it can just become nice and warm. This is ready now, and if you're going to serve this up family style, you could add a garnish. I'm just doing some dried parsley for color, and then this is ready to be served. You can definitely serve this right on its own, and it's going to be delicious just like that. I do put some away in bowls for future lunches, and to serve my own portion, I will add some salsa, fresh onions, and a few of those patties. This is a very inexpensive way of getting a nice filling meal. Give these recipes a try and go feed yourself. Thanks for watching.